it is Saturday morning and it's a little bit of a cloudy day today. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, but the farmers market is taking place at the Brickworks. I am going to hike the Beltline this morning and work my way there. So I think it's about a 45-minute walk down a trail. So it's a little bit of a hike, and then I'm gonna check out what they've got at the farmers market, some fresh veg or fruit. I'll probably pick up lunch and a coffee there. And I might get some jarred goods that they have. There is one vendor that's usually there that has different pickled items that are foraged. So I would like to get a unique item from there. I have my hair back because it wasn't really behaving this morning and it's pretty muggy out, so my hair is probably gonna get a little bit wavy. And I am wearing a linen blouse from Not Perfect Linen, as well as some really loose cargo linen pants from Evergreen, and my Echo comfy shoes. I forget what they're called, but something AEX, and these are going to be great for hiking. I am also going to be bringing my market tote. It's a little bit heavier than some of the nylon bags I have, but it's a really good shape for picking things up at the market. And I actually picked this up at the Brickworks Farmers Market, and I can't quite read the brand. It looks like it says Tone, but it's actually fairly faded, but it's an excellent market bag. So let's get out the door and into the world. Pandora won't let me leave without saying goodbye to her. She's really good about saying hello and goodbye. And the way that we do this is that she walks over and flops down. This is her goodbye, see you in a bit, belly rub, flop. This is very sweet. Let's see you again soon, Miss Kitty. Slight change of plans. I walked outside and immediately it started raining. So I'm actually going to drive down to the Brickworks rather than hiking there. And it's not supposed to thunderstorm until late this afternoon. So hopefully it's going to be nice there and probably less crowded because the weather isn't as beautiful as it has been over the past few weekends. I'm still going to go and check out the Brickworks and hopefully get outside a little bit too, into nature, if this is just a sprinkle rather than a storm, but we will see. Getting parking here was nuts. It was an absolute battle, but I managed to get a spot and I didn't have to wait too long. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here at the end of my little excursion, but I'm ready to visit the market, and it is just sprinkling. Lots of people are here, so the weather isn't too bad. I think it'll just rain a little bit off and on. So let's get going. I'm back from the market and I spent a lot more time there than I had anticipated. I was there for about 2.5 hours and I just enjoyed the day. I had a coffee and people watched and was able to check out all of the vendors and the stalls and the fresh produce. I ended up not getting a ton of produce, but I did pick up a few interesting items. I completely forgot to get fresh corn, which I meant to get, but oh well, I can pick some up down the street. So I ended up getting these sunflowers just for fun for $5, which was great. They had sunflowers at the market that were in a little bit better shape, that were $20 for a bouquet, but I found a lady trying to get rid of her sunflowers, so she gave me quite a few for $5, which was great. They're just a cute decorative flower that I can have on my table for, you know, maybe the last a week or so. I got some farm fresh eggs, which are looking very nice. And then I got some summer tomato soup, which I'm going to eat for the next few days with crusty baguettes and some chicken. So looking forward to eating this. I got a cookie that I am going to enjoy later, and for some people this cookie may not look super exciting. It is dairy-free and I believe gluten-free, so I am excited for this, maybe with a little bit of tea. It's pretty dense, so I'll probably only have half of it, maybe with lunch or a little bit later today, and then half of it tomorrow. I also got the most incredible smelling hand-poured candle from Fresh Market Farms. It is cherry blossom and oh my gosh, it smells incredible. The woman who owns this business said that they use the same fragrance mixing company that Joe Malone uses, so this smells amazing. And then I got something really unique. This was a more luxury item. It's Peony Hydrosol, and the woman who makes this only does 20 bottles of it a year because it is so hard to get enough of the petals. So because it is very fresh, you need to use it up within a few months. So looking forward to using this as a nice little skincare boost. I got some fresh blueberries that were actually given to me by the brand Bernardini, and they were giving out free produce as well as mason jars. So they gave me a little tiny mason jar and they gave me a larger mason jar. I was tempted to get some tomatoes as well, but I already had tomatoes here and I need to use up what I already have, so I didn't want to over purchase. And I also have a bunch of berries in the fridge and some other fresh zucchini and fresh cucumbers. So I didn't have a huge produce haul. It was other items, but I'm really loving what I was able to pick up. And I was able to pick up some heavier items because I ended up driving. So I'd say overall it was a successful and fun day at the farmer's market. And now I have the rest of the afternoon to enjoy being cozy inside because it is supposed to thunderstorm this afternoon.